Oh, okay, wow. You even allow me to say yes, yeah, bitch. So apparently I was going under medical treatment and I'm going to my memories.
Now, I know this may feel a little strange, being new technology, but please don't worry about it. We all get used to change eventually, don't we?
Kind of changes this. The medical treatment, I guess? Okay. Remember to what? Am I supposed to alter my past? Or I don't know. I'm just going through shit right now.
Okay, listen up. You are in your case. You're probably going to come back here a lot, so please take some time to get acquainted with your surroundings. It keeps most restorers' sanity intact. For a short while, anyway. Our sole purpose this evening is to track the memory and pinpoint its location so we can cleanse it of any disease present. Everything you're seeing in front of you is a visual environment pieced together from our client's subconscious mind. Barren wastelands or an abstract painting reimagined. It's all completely tangible. All I can see are brain scans of tissue degradation confirming my previous diagnosis of dementia. Both are incredibly important if we are to succeed and understand our client's needs. Now, if you just give me a second, I'll have some more details for you. Feel free to explore in the meantime.
Oh. Alright. So it looks like... Okay, let's see. What the mind thinks, the heart transmits. 1944. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Alright. So this is a visual environment. I suppose nothing of it is real? Beer bottle, beer bottle. Alright. This game kind of looks beautiful. I mean, in a sense, you could tell this took some, not a lot of work. But I'm starting to like dig into like, the visual graphics and the sounds that's going on around me. Is there something over there? Oh, it's a cave. Okay. Looks like the thing I was in earlier. Wait a second. That oddly... Okay. What? Alright, I'm thinking of some shit in my head. So... I just gonna need to dig in on what I'm thinking in my head. Devil in mind. Devil in mind. I don't know, what? Devil in mind. It sounds like devil in mind. I don't know. I'm just saying shit right now. I'm thinking too hard. So I'm at a shore. Seems like some place where, tobacco. Oliver John.
It's worth noting that if you feel an item might be useful later on in your journey, and you have no use for it now, you can always store it in the case and collect it at any time.
That's good, thank you. Such an idiot, oh god, I'm such an idiot. I borrowed the air compressor manual in order to make the repairs in the mine, and I left it in the past glass storage. Steve warned me about this so many times about being forgetful. I hope I can get it back before it gets lost forever. I can't afford any of my wage to be docked this week. Damn. I'll actually, hold on, let me put this away, because this might seem like something. Alright. And I remember seeing, like, I haven't really went through this. Tobacco. Fletch. Henry's razors. Binoculars? Might seem useful actually. Anything that seems like a tool, I'm gonna put. Sorry. Alright. Mr. Moran. It has come to my attention during my inspection of the mining facilities here in Devlin, that many of the workers in the pit are unsettled, uneasy, and result unproductive. There is clearly a correlation between the pitiful working conditions that these men have to endure and their motivation to do productive and worthwhile work. Lifts and descent devices are clearly in disrepair. Ventilations in the chambers below are blocked because of fume and smoke buildup. With these issues and more in mind, with my sincere apologies, I have decided that Devlin Mine should close temporarily until these issues meet the standards required by your governing union body. So, who was this? Mr. Moore? No. Okay. Wire, maybe? Nothing in there. So, do I need to repair something of some sort?
Readings indicate that the central focus of this memory is located below you, in an old abandoned mine known as Devlin. Entry 95D in our client's memory journal indicates that an accident occurred affecting them in a meaningful way.
So right below me. Would it be... What would this be? Oh. Combination. Okay. So I would need to find a combination to that lock, which is set in some type of format. What secrets does the lighthouse hold? New health and safety mining laws has come to effect soon. Be sure to check with your mining warden to get up to date with these new laws for your safety and the safety of your co-workers. A beloved field cider may cease production upon the ending of May Day celebrations. Mr. P. Field, who soon might not be able to continue with his labor pending in the U.S. export deal, wanted to share some words. Thank you to all who have supported me through these tough times. Alright, there's something here. Dear Mr. Harvey, I am sure that you are aware my client, Mr. H. Smith, is intent on offering you a particularly generous buyout on Harvey & Co. Limited Enterprise. We have like to propose a meeting between these parties and solicitors on the 15th of October, 10:15. Okay. At our offices in Devlin to discuss a potential acquisition of assets and trade. Be under no illusion, Mr. Harvey. We are fully aware of your current financial disposition and incredibly interested in re-solidifying the situation for you. Yours sincerely, Mr. J. Dawkins, business solicitor and consultant. Okay. That seems like a letter. I need to ensure that I remember a lock combination to Devlin's side entrance, but the warrants banned us from any of us writing it down. Miners eat from metal plates. Don't forget it. Miners eat from metal plates. Don't forget. Miners eat from metal plates. So was that Fletch? That thing I saw earlier? Was that something? Could that be a hint? I don't know. Alright, let me go back. Fletch. Miners eat from metal plates, do not forget. Oh, this door's open. Nothing here. Anything behind here that I might need? No. Alright. So, miners eat from metal plates. Miners eat from metal plates. Could be that thing I saw from Fletch earlier. It was right here. Miners eat from metal plates. Why did I take that? So if miner eat from metal plates, where would they? Oh, I read that already. So wait a second. There might have been something here. Wait. Alright, that I read. Bell's Adventures breathe fresh air into Pinwheel. In preparation for Pinwheel's May Day celebrations, Father D. Wolston Home will be holding a special service at the Pinwheel Church. The service will commence at midday and will conclude with the ringing of the tower bells. Pinwheel Industrial Tin exports plummet. Okay. All hopes on the U.S. export deal. Hundreds of jobs are at risk at the local tin and arsenic export quantities lowered dramatically within the European territory. All hopes are pinned on the successful closing of the U.S. export deal that will secure the companies for the foreseeable future. The closure of the Pinwheel Industrial would have a devastating consequence on the small mining town of Pinwheel, where the economy relies greatly on the exports of tin, arsenic, and cider. Okay. So I need to find out what that combination means. Is there a way that I could, He's forbidding us from writing them down. Wait a second. Oh! Whoa! Jesus! Alright. Ah! Haha! Alright. 1670. Alright. Oh! Okay. I didn't even expect that. Okay, so I just needed paper to get a memory journal. Memory journal number 1. Monday. I remember waking up here for the first time and feeling sad. For a long time I couldn't understand why I was here, but then I remember smelling perfume. For the first time I was happy, but I'm not sure I know why. Saturday. Today a nurse was holding my hand and asking me to calm down. I tried to explain that I had spilled a cup of hot tea and burned my arm. The pain was terrible. The nurse shushed me and told me that my arm was fine. And when I looked down I saw I was wearing a bandage. The nurse explained that I had an accident on Thursday and I hardly heard a word she said after that. Somehow I managed to lose 3 days. Alright, 1670. Ah. 1970. Oh, okay.
Okay, so I've been digging a little deeper into our client's personal history, and I found details of a strong emotional response to someone who once worked within the mine. An entry that discusses the mine at great length, but doesn't discuss whom the individual was that worked there. Continue to work your way down, further into the mine. It seems the center of this memory is very much at the heart of these industrial ratways. I'll contact you if I gain any more information.
Alright. She stirs beyond the waves. I hear her calling as we work the ground, crying and begging us to stop, pleading and barking that if we bring our tools down onto the earth, rocking metal beneath our feet. Her waves are crashing against the cliffside in protest, cursing our industrial ventures, crying for her plight. Was she talking about Earth? Well, is this person talking about Earth? I know in my heart that one day she will lash out and she will pay the price, and we shall pay the price. But what can I do, Mother Earth? I have mouths that I need to feed, a job that I need to do. An industrial man asked me and I shall provide. Wow, that's kind of fucked up. As the machine burns with repetitive life and the crafted tools claw at the rock's face, I feel an unrelenting force of nature below me, its preparations to unleash its free-form glory upon us. Open, close, close. Open, close, close, open, close. Open, close, close, open, close. Open, close, close, open, close. I did that right? Alright, right, left, right, left. How about if I do it like that? Right, wow, left, left, right, left. Do I not get a flashlight? Oh, okay. I'm down here. Great. Alright, something's going down. Something ain't right in the mines today. I'm making sense that when something isn't right. It stinks up the air, it's making us sweat. I heard someone say that we're gonna close the goddamn mine down entirely. The air compressor keeps breaking and we have no manual to fix it. We need a way to cut the ventilation pipes, otherwise we'll suffocate down here. Oh, no. We slink and stir throughout the night, lurking through the unknown, relishing the pieces that only children dare go. Darkness, dank alleys and secret fields navigated within the aims of reaching our adventurous and illuminated destination, hiding from our foes, our lamp in tow. Wow. What's this? I think I might have to do something about that rubber pipe. Birds should be in here?
Sounds, sights, and smells can help store memories forever.
A projector. I'm not sure how they got here, but I think they relate to our patient's history. Don't worry, you won't need these to progress this evening as they're an optional task, but we should at least give this one a try.
I can't find an air compression manual anywhere, which means we can't get the door to bulge. It must be around here somewhere. You were the last one I have it. Can you please find it? Find it and place it on my desk.
I'll store important notes like this downstairs in the case for you. They'll be there whenever you want to have a look at them.
The things we touch throughout our life can stay with us in the back of our minds.
The bloody air hose has been clogged up again, which means I'm going to have to puncture a hole in the rubber pipes to clear smoke up down here, and I don't care how I do it. We had to see or lower mine to just stop the smoke spreading. The help with a miner, then even though it's not ideal, I'll have to do it for now. Foreman. So the doors wouldn't bulge. Got an idea at hand, and I don't know why it wants me to do this.
Although broken and fragmented, they hold the key to remembering the way we were.
Oh, I hope that wasn't important.
The rubber pipe to clear up the smoke. Do I need to do this to the other pipe down here too? Okay. I don't know. The Devil's Chamber, Part 1. I hear them knockers calling for me. The deep down the mining shaft, the temptress of the sea is rolling. Brimcliff will have the last laugh. The miners left their homes that day to stop the devil within. They never returned for their supper. The lodge away in the maze tin. Word blasting and ringing out of town before the word fell quiet. The woman and children cried out, and industrial machines went silent. The waters are rising upwards, and the depths where no light goes. I hear the men screaming and begging, have mercy on their souls. That is some deep shit, man. Alright. This is getting pretty crazy.
A spray of perfume and it all comes flooding back.
Do I need to cut this one too? Something here that I'm missing. Don't tell me I need to hide from something now. Part 2. Their stark life assumes our bodies lost in time, frozen forever deep on the ground, internally singing this line. The devil, you will have this way. If you step into his lap, he will torture you to torment thee, luring you unto his trap. If you think you can escape his wrath, your mind is at athletic and lost. For the devil's chamber is on your back, and your life will be the cause. Wow, man. Like you got some crazy shit on your mind. Are these the... Ah, those are the mining... Okay. Let me put this... Up. Go back. Yep. Take that. Fire that glitch. Fire that shit. So did the other door open? No. Oh! This went back together. The question is why? Is there something else I need to press? The perfume. Is there any perfume that I missed? Is there something I missed over here? Might be something. Might be something. Might be something I'm missing here. It was a perfume she just said that I was... Perfume? Why? Can I go back up, or is it not gonna work for me? No, it can't. Fucking hell. Wow, is that like a glitch or something? I would have never thought of that shit. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. Give me that. It doesn't do that for all of us, does it? Oh. So that might be a glitch. I'm gonna tear that one piece of rubber. That's why we're still making that fucking noise. Placed on top of my desk. Get the air compressor manual and put it on top of my desk. Which desk is it? Or is it that one to the part of the desk where I put the note at? Can that be it? Okay, yeah, it was.
At roughly 3 p.m. today, we had a breakthrough. I sprayed a small amount of the perfume that the next of kin provided on the back of the armchair. Although there wasn't any verbal acknowledgement at this stage, I found that the patient seemed to be calm throughout the entire session. I'm going to wash it off tomorrow. And see if there's a direct difference, and if so, I may use it as an aid in future sessions. I don't know where you are in there or what it looks like to you, but our readings have trebled in the last few seconds. You must be incredibly close to the center of this memory. I think... There it is. Our readings, they're showing that this is what's causing the symptoms of dementia in our patient. Or at least it's part of what's causing it. Destroy it any way you can. Once the task is done, I'll be able to extract you from the memory and place you in another.
God's sake, not again! It's resisting! Whatever you do, don't listen to it! You need to escape! It's trying to stay attached to the mind in any way it can. She doesn't want anyone to! You can't trust it! Hit the switch, Dora!
Moments, like stars, are passing me by, burning so bright and so fast as if they never truly existed at all. They're so beautiful, so fragile. I want to hold on to them. I want to hold on and never let them go. Why can't I hold on anymore? Please.
Wow. Jesus Christ. That could have been worse. Okay, wow. Woo! Said don't trust it. Wow. Woo.
Restorer? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Ah, there you are. I'm sorry. What you've just experienced was a relapse of our patient's condition. Hopefully you didn't cause too much damage whilst inside. Now, the objective as stated is to locate Jean's artifact. At this present moment in time, we don't know what this item is. We need to gather information from important memories our client can still understand. Their core memories.
Painter's Journal number 1 out of 10. I've been told by my doctor that keeping a journal about my workshop work will be beneficial for my treatment even at this early stage. In this morning's workshop, I painted for the first time in around 5 years. My doctor was indeed right. I feel incredibly relaxed and I sat there as in the light and breezy room brushing my paper. It had reminded me a time long ago when I used to paint professionally. I have struggled in remembering most of my work, but I do remember that long ago I produced a painting that overlooked Pinwheel Harbor, tracing the coastline all the way to St. Paul's Lighthouse. A deep sense of inspiration when this memory was rediscovered like an old photo album in the attic. It made me feel good again. So
Right. Let's try to make sense of all of this. Explore whatever you can, and I'll keep in contact with any new information.
alright. Isn't this like an invasion of privacy? Just like going through someone's memories?
You found one. A memory fragment. Good work. A ribbon. This must be Jean's representation of them within her mind.
Ribbons in a case. Where would that be at? Where would that be at? Ah.
At roughly 3 p.m. today, we had a breakthrough. I sprayed a small amount of the perfume that the next of kin provided on the back of the armchair. Although there wasn't any verbal acknowledgement at this stage, I found that the patient seemed to be calm throughout the entire session. I'm going to wash it off tomorrow and see if there's a direct difference, and if so, I may use it as an aid in future sessions.
Alright, fuck it.
Hello? I don't think anyone's here. Hello?
A lover's note. I found this old letter this morning. Wish that I was sorting through all of your old things. I had completely forgotten that we had done all those years ago. I don't know why I'm writing this. You are gone now, and I have to accept that. I have to. I'm 89. I can barely write properly, and I'm no use to anyone without you. Everything here has changed. No matter what happens, I will never forget the radiant face. And even though a part of old school was built and we buried out the capsule, I still remember the code. Your birthday, of course. Wow, September 11th. I love you so much. This is an old man's house.
I wouldn't exactly say orange.
Orange. A lover's note. My love, I wanted to do something together that can last forever. Something that someone in the future can find one day and understand the feeling that we have for one another. I'm fed up with all the number stuff that people do when they date. I feel like we are different. That our love is deeper than the rest in some way. Something important. I thought that we could create a time capsule of all the things that we hold dear from one another, from letters to treasured items. Bury it somewhere special, somewhere where it will remain safe for hundreds of years to come. What do you think? Right back, Tom. Wow.
Oh, a pencil.
Pencil. Wait for what?
Hey, how you holding up? I got the message. You don't sound yourself when you're in there. I still can't shake this feeling that this whole thing is a bad idea. But I guess you need this. I don't know. Hey, how you holding up? I got the message. You don't sound yourself when you're in there. I still can't shake this feeling that this whole thing is a bad idea. But I guess you need this. I don't know.
My dear Tom, of course I shall help you with your time capsule. It's a wonderful and romantic and exciting. I also feel like the love that we have is different to all the other couples, their arguments and squabbles, showing that we must have something unique. I've never felt this way about anyone else in the world, and I wish we could be with each other all the time. Do you want to meet me this evening by the old oak tree, down by the church and near the edge of the cliff? It would be a perfect place to bury the capsule. Bring your things if you want to put it in a box to use. I love you with all my heart. Your Jupiter, Barry. 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 Okay. Wow.
I must say, I am impressed, Restorer. You've done such wonderful work this evening. Just between you and I, there's a lot riding on this restoration. It's our last week of funding, and, well, I haven't got any usable results. You're my last hope, and it's very important that we succeed.
10 people. A small wedding. But moving country means making a new life and new friends.
Every town has its own May Day celebration, but many people travelled from around the British Isles for the annual Pinwheel, Maypole, Morris dancing competition. Such a beautiful English tradition, and a rare thing these days.
I'm gonna just close that just in case. Huh? First power. What does that mean? Oh. Alright, Mayday preparations. Simmons Shorox. Make sure you tidy and clean up all of the upstairs bedrooms before I return from town. And I need them spotless as we need Grandpa Joe from coming to stay with us at the Mayday festivals. Georgiana, please can you clean up all the pots in the kitchen as well as mop the floor? We will be cooking for many tonight and I want to cook hassle free. Benjamin, can you sweep the hallway and ensure that all windows are open and let the house ventilate? There's a foul smell coming from somewhere in here, and I bet it's one of you three. We'll be staying in the master's bedroom tonight together. I know it is cramped, but we need to make sacrifices for the comfort of others in the situation. Also ensure that you let me know of anything missing from your equipment. I'll need to order anything through the postal office soon. Please don't let me down. Mom. So 3 people were here. Don't place the sugar in the fridge. Did anyone place sugar in the fridge? There's sugar anywhere, actually. Don't forget to make the order. Okay. Mom, do you know where any of the Mayday equipment is? I can't find it. Okay. One hat, 2 bells, 1 stick. So we're missing a bell. Are we... A hat. Let me read this real quick. A hat, 2 bells, 1 stick. Hat. Alright, so I'm missing 2 bells, 1 stick.
Oh no. Oh no, nothing.
Alright, I think I spent too much time in this house. I do need to find a bell, however, if I want any memories to be unique or sufficient. Oh. No, I can't. Okay. You can close on that. How about Belle?
The boys used to make the fish talk. Ugh. A crow with an injured wing, just lying there on the beach.
I imagine this was almost a second home to most of the fishermen who lived here. There was a strong reading when you walked in. There's a story to be told here. I think you better keep looking. You know, I am sorry about before, the relapse and all. Just remember, it's incredibly important that we trust each other. Don't worry too much about her brain. I'll be monitoring it on my end to ensure that no severe damage is caused during your visit.
1513. Alright. Can all staff please take a note of the following customer who are currently barred from the Crow's Nest Club? Please do not allow them to enter premises until the bar is lifted. Jim Thompson, 5 years. Mark Penman, 6 months. Christopher Fletcher, 8 weeks. Maggie Hemingway, 5 weeks. Steve Gregson, 1 week. Thank you, Eleni Gregson. So, someone did...
Did I ever tell you about an old colleague of mine who experimented with brain cell transplants? Taking them from one memory and surgically implanting them into another. An attempt to reconfigure their minds, he said. Fascinating stuff, really. Imagine what we could do with that level of scientific freedom.
Would that be what I was talking about? No, not it. What was the combination again? 1513, 1513.
The mind can be like a blank canvas, or a picture can be left incomplete for a generation, only to be finished years later in life.
The blacksmith was a vital part of the British town for a very long time, but with industries growing and taking over, they had to find other ways to survive and remain in trade. This particular smith became well known for his sculpting and other decorative metal work. But apparently he became a recluse after the industrial decline and destroyed all of his work.
Dear Mr. Bell, although I'm grateful for the extra income, I'm slightly worried about the damage you've done to the floor while putting your cables under my workshop. The floor looks very weak and I'm nervous that every time I have to carry something heavy over it. Anyways, I've made the repair cable you asked for. It's only a temporary fix, but should do the job. We'll talk about the floor again soon. Dear Aaron, my sleepless nights has almost stopped. The rolling around and boys of the sea help me drift off every night, and the floppy seat soundly at the foot of my bed next to my tools. It has been difficult to continue blacksmithing in the same capacity as an old man. There are so many repairs that I need to do for the locals that I am just not quick enough to do it in time. Anyway, those Rainwright kids have been playing around the furnace again. They have come down to watch the toy boat races in the river and like to take excursions to my workshop. I know you and upholstery neighbors with their parents, so can you ask them to have a word with their children for me? I just don't have the energy to chase them down anymore. Wow. Is there a note in there? I can't take it, okay. Hey, that's a broken cable.
Eight, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Do you remember?
Did I just come from here? Something's up and I don't feel like it. I feel like it's nice settle. Yeah, it's a ribbon!
Another one. You're really doing a very good job, Restorer. Although I should mention, the board are going to be monitoring our progress tonight. So failure to retrieve the artifact is simply not an option.
Anyway. Alright. So, there's a combination that I do not know of. It's 15, 13. And then another one of 9, 11. 0, 9, 1, 1. So, I'm going to find out where does that one go to before I bother to go anything else with that manager. Can it be up here? Wait a second. Put those cables there. Okay. So there's a couple of memories I'm gonna have to rebuild here. There's one at the old man's house. Another one down here. So there must be a safe somewhere that I am missing. Cider. Alright, so it doesn't go to that. So maybe it could be something up there in the old man's house? Let me see. It looks like she was getting married. Poor guy. I got a key here for something. What can it be? Did I bother to even go look at that? old tree next to the church. Maybe there might be something there that I might use. Question is, where is the church? Another pinwheel.
Ugh, the smell.
Oh! Maybe it's just place I haven't been to.
Please remain focused in there, Restorer. I can't stress to you how much I'm relying on you to succeed. I've been let down far too many times before, and I won't stand for it again. What? Yes, I asked you half an hour ago. No, I want you to inject it now. I don't care. They have clearly stated the procedure's intentions, so do as I ask. Sorry about that. I need to go and sort out an incompetent individual as per usual. I'll be back shortly.
Stood in the century of the market.
The
I can hear...
tone, the rhythm.
God.
Just listening to that melody would never get old.
Stood in the century of the market. I can hear the potential for my new communication system. Imagining long-distance conversation bringing everyone closer together, family, friends, and business. We all love to talk, to discuss ideas, and hear the loved ones' voices. Stood in the center of this market, I hear conversation. Susan Shamrocks talks to Jan Hemingway about Matthew Lewis and his charming manner with the ladies. Dr. Foster Commanders in his doctoral manner to Howard Peterson at his age he really should quit smoking. George Torson tells his daughter Jean that if she is really good today, he will buy her some sweets from the market. Conversation is king here and everywhere, and if my sister can work, then it could bring the king in the home, connecting all of us together. The bell. Isn't there? Yeah. I want to keep that together. No. I might see something like that later. You bloody fuck. Thief report. In the earliest hours of Sunday morning, Mr. Thompson and Mr. Peeman stole a shipment of J.D. Taylor's locally brewed beer from J.D. Taylor's warehouse. Those two scoundrels, rather than instinctively selling the shipment, slunk off to the secret storage house upon the dock, where they proceeded to drink the majority of their haul's contents. An alert was brought to the station at 4 o'clock Monday morning when the neighbors' residents began to complain about the horrendous singing that was coming within the storage house. By the time we appeared on the scene, both perpetrators had fallen fast asleep over their precious goods. Arrested charges followed to due course.
Have you got an umbrella? I didn't think we'd get caught out in it today.
Hello, Dr. Edmund speaking. No, everything is coming along as expected. He's showing some good progress. I know, but... Yes, I understand. I'll send the results as soon as possible. That was observations. The board are expecting results soon. We simply can't miss this deadline. There should only be one more memory fragment in this area that we need to find. Please don't let me down like the others did.
glistened in the shop window. A music box with the most beautiful decoration.
A great man once worked here. Part philosopher, part engineer. His radical new ideas changed the course of history forever. Let's find out what this has to do with anything.
Failures. More damn failures plague my work, and equipment has been breaking all the time, forcing me to buy or in bulk or search out expensive and specific parts. And the Hemingway who runs the post office must think that I am a craftsman Frankenstein monster. Shit, sometimes I wonder if I am, especially so with so many failed attempts. It's like God is stopping me in my tracks, preventing me from creating this wondrous machine for some unfathomable reason. How can more conversations and contact be a bad thing? Alright. So it's not one of those three.
I hate the smell of raw fish. Oh, look at the moon. It's so big. Or is it Friday?
What does that matter?
Hey, how you holding up? I got the message. You don't sound yourself when you're in there. I still can't shake this feeling that this whole thing is a bad idea. But I guess you need this. I don't know.
I'm still stuck. Can it be something in here? Maybe I'm wanting something here. Ah, damn it. Alright.
Have you got an umbrella? I didn't think we'd get caught out in it today. I wonder how many fish they'll catch yesterday.
That fucking shit scared the hell out of me. Alright. Oh. Another penguin.
Don't talk so loud. You'll scare them off.
Remember, Restorer, I will not let you project back to the real world until our goal is reached. Don't worry about what's happening on my end. I'll make sure you're safe. As long as you help me, I'll help you. And we'll get through this in one piece. Now, when you're ready, come back to the case and let's access the first core memory of this evening.
Wow, what did I go into? Oh.
Make a wish.
Was that supposed to happen? I hope, I hope that's what was supposed to happen because I'm about to panic. Wow.
So, how was it in there? I can see from the evidence you gathered that the memory showed strong emotional readings that point to a pleasant memory. Then again, even happy memories can be locked away for good reasons sometimes. There are at least 2 areas close by that hold memory fragments. These should lead us to more core memories, and hopefully the artifact. From my notes, it seems that you'll need to follow the river further up the valley and see what we can access there. We best get to move on.
I'm gonna save it real quick. To follow the river up more. Painting. The painter? Oh! This jumps from all the way to 10. Okay, entry number 10. Dr. Emmons has asked me to write in here because my therapy sessions are not at home because I haven't been filling out the book when I'm on my own. I told her I did not want to do it anymore, but she insisted that I do it because it helps me remember things. I just want to paint and don't want to write. Colors makes it clear and they make everything clearer for me. Today I'm going to paint a view of the window. Then Dr. Emmons says Jim's going to come and pick me up and take me back to the care home. Poor guy. He just wanted to have, not write in the journal anymore. I really thought my game was fucking up. I think that's how the game is. I hope. Okay. Anything up here? Yes. Paint a journal. Oh, there is. Alright, so I must have missed. I got 3 out of 10. Okay. In today's workshop, we were asked to paint using a personal life experience as an inspiration. I struggled to think of anything at first. I wanted to think about my time in America, but my thoughts kept coming back to Pinwheel. Eventually, I gave up and decided to draw upon an event that happened here in the 1960s. Something was very traumatic for me and the rest of the villages. The mines, from memory, were dark and claustrophobic, and the men trapped down there was helpless in the water and came through the cavern wall. I wish I could remember all of their names, and I hope that today's painting did them all justice. My teacher said it was very good, but a little too dark for her.
Can we have a go on the rope swing?
This was the mines. Wow, that was like literally meters away. Alright, I think I need to just follow what the ladies want me to do and go upwards.
Don't talk so loud. You'll scare them off.
Like this? That's the thing? Oh, okay. I just go in here? I'm just following what the damn lady told me. I swear if she's trying to kill me, I'm gonna kill you. This kind of reminds me of Rapture now. I don't know why. God damn.
The area of the mind that you've just entered
Jesus Christ.
seems to be outputting a variety of important memories. There also seems to be a strong signal coming from within it that appears to be in line with what we'd expect from the artifact. The item we're after to make you stronger.
To make me stronger?
With dementia, it's often the patient's short-term memory that begins to falter first. We can use older memories as a seed to help rebuild and validate our patient's life story. The artifact should also help us to avoid another relapse, whilst allowing us to target the amyloid plaques that cause our patient's brain cells to die in the first place.
So I'm in the mind. 100, 100, 300, 200, 200. 100, 100, 300, 200, 200. Marie P. Ah, damn it.
It's locked.
Maybe. I thought it was 100, 100, 300, 200, 200. 100, 100, 300, 200, 200. Hundred, 100, 300, 200, 200.
I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
Is this the right way I went through? Yes, it was. It's so fucking dark. Let me see, why? Maybe it was something else. One hundred, 300, 200, 200. Fucking Christ.
It's not going to get any better. This isn't going to get any easier for anyone.
It says here that arsenic was a very useful byproduct of the tin refining process and is still used in many medicines and foods. The miners ground and burnt out any unwanted materials and then exported it for money. But in these quantities it was extremely lethal. Accidents here were often fatal. Let's find out what happened here.
Life is slower and easier. The savings could be spent on our retirement or living comfortably.
Well, I must say, I'd hoped this case would have been solved by now. I know, I should take some of the responsibility. But I have given you every resource imaginable to complete this restoration. Just remember that all of this funding is lost if you don't do your job effectively and find that artifact. It seems that the patient is getting a little agitated. Not to worry, though. They always get worse before they get better. With that said, I have been warned about, well, pushing these experiments too far. But I feel like I can trust you. You will keep this just between us.
Brimcliff Mine passes into new hands. The struggling company, the Brimcliff Mining Cooperative, has agreed to buy Compeller for £1.3 million, also known in a different currency than United States dollars. Brimcliff stated that their competitor, the Cornish Mining Co., has offered to buy the troubled company with the buyout full acquisition of all investments and assets has been transferred to the new owners, including the struggle of Brimcliff Tin Mine. Brimcliff Mine has been active for over 100 years, yet under financial pressure in the local tin mining company struggle to keep up costs and continuous expansion. With little tin being yelled and growing overhead costs, a buy was inevitable.
I like your handwriting.
Turn television off after use.
I'm really sorry for asking, but I thought I'd left them there.
Coffee filter cleaning granny. Alright, at least I'm gonna have to write this shit down. Bloody hell. Give me a second. Alright, back. Jesus. Mill. Alright. And one. Alright.
Did you see that? What? What did I miss?
Aha. I'll leave this in a second. Mr. Lewis, unfortunately due to the expansion schedule, I simply cannot authorize 3 new drill places to be used in the depths. As the company's core repairman, I consider it part of your job to find a manual solution to this problem. If you need assistance with this, please don't hesitate to contact me again, though. What does that say? Task for the day, disciplinary action with possible suspension for Sean V. We have word that he's been stealing materials from the industrial central. But not before I have my morning call. Oh, this might be the thing I needed to do earlier. Let's see. There's Nick B 380. Sean V 400. Chris 420. Jake 480. All miners working in Brick McFly should report to their respective captains on all matters and related to the Fathom Sign.
I'm not sure we're allowed to be in here.
Barograph. First paper on Barograph. Activate. And it is completed. Alright. Oh.
3 years. I've placed 3 whole years of my life into this research. I have sacrificed so much. Patients with these specific symptoms of dementia and at this stage don't come along often. And to be told that after 3 years of hard work and waiting that I have only 9 days to yield the results they want. Who the hell do they think they are? It's not my fault. I can only work with the restorers I'm given.
I got pulled into office today for an inquiry. Apparently something is doing with the missing drill pieces in the mine. Says that I was the last one to be seen with them. I don't know who told them that, which has to put me on edge a little. Came at me like a little interrogation of some kind, asking different questions. I'm sick to death of being treated like this, and on top of everything, he denied my May Day holiday request. Do you know Oliver already reported him for his dive of buying Solomon Sherlock in the deaths? Something has to be done. I think it has to be something on May 1st. Sean Hill. Is that actually? Oh, these are fuses. That's 300. There's something that has to do with the fuse, and I'm going to put it right there. Alright, and those coffee grainer things, I know that's it.
It's so creepy.
Jesus, I saw a lot of turns right there.
You know, in the last 3 years of experimentation, I've worked with some very good restorers. Yet, none of them had the heart or the mind to get as far as you. I hope that you succeed where the others have failed. Our chances of continued funding rely on this. You won't let me down now, will you?
I'll read that in a second.
My readings. Yes, it is. The artifact. Can you feel the power surge through you? This artifact allows us to link with our patient directly. It allows your powers to grow. Quick, try and restore something. Usually there's a clear indicator, an object or an image of something. Maybe a seal signifying the broken element of the memory.
Steve, I'm having some problems again on overloading the water. The damn water will keep jamming up for unknown reasons. Keep jumping it up and down and give it a swift change. You said last week you were going to speak to Ken. Did you get the chance? Let me know. I'm starting to get fed up with the state of this place. It feels like abandoned a long time. It feels like it was abandoned years ago. And we keep coming back like damn Indians.
You know, I hope this is the right decision. That's all.
You know exactly why this is the right decision, Jim.
I know.
But we've discussed this. The cost of treatment and care, it's too expensive.
You could stay here with me. You could get help here.
We'll miss you. Don't ever doubt that.
Well, look at that. Excellent work, Restorer. Now, once you've gathered the rest of the memory fragments in this area, we can tackle the second core memory. The artifact should give us enough strength to end this.
Oh yeah, pressure control for what is this? Miners. Miners is 3, 100, 200. Yeah.
A stadium almost full with screaming fans. His little eyes taking it in for the first time.
These cramped rooms were where the miners spent most of their time before going underground. It was like a community here. Records show that the mining wardens usually put a lot of undue pressure on the miners to meet quotas. It must have been a grueling job.
Alright, I'm back. Jesus. Or 2213.
When you look back on it, 10 years seems such a long time.
Ore trapping. This is where all of Pinwheel's wealth was sorted into bags. Each fathom of the mine was assigned a captain, and it was the captain's job to keep track of the ore produce. I'm sure I'll have more information for you once we head down into the mines themselves.
Hello?
Hey, it's me. How you doing?
I'm sorry, who is this?
It's me, Jim.
Sorry. I didn't recognize your voice for a moment there.
That's okay, don't worry about it. Anyway, how are you?
Good, actually. I've been painting again. Quite well, actually, you know.
That's great news. How's your new home? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
I'm sorry, I have to go.
I've seen some terrible news today. Death in the family. Everybody comes to this is what they were all crying like, but they didn't understand what they're saying. The stream of tears drifted from my cheeks and remained crumpled in the back of my head. I've been crying too. Attention all workers. The overflow footbridge is currently out of order due to severe rust. The area is potentially will be out of bounds until further repairs are made. Well, I repaired it.
How did we get here? I can't remember.
Due to the issue of damp with the mine, many of the wagons are... Oh. Oh yeah, turn off the TV. Yeah, I've seen that. Can I actually... Oh, I didn't even check down here.
Did I ever tell you about an old colleague who once worked on a series of classified experiments? They deprived subjects of sleep in an isolated room for 3 days, before instructing them to carry out a harmful act on another subject. Desperate for the sleep they were promised, they would instinctively carry out any command ordered by a lab coat, regardless of how immoral the action was. Funding was cut due to controversy, but still, don't you just think the human mind is fascinating?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna cut it off here because right now I cannot understand what the fuck's going on. I'm going to review this real quick. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know how long I've been at it. I feel like I've been at it for about a good 2 hours. I'm just gonna think about some things for a second. This is really fucking difficult.